Have you ever spent hours, days, or even months creating a piece of art and shared it on social media just to get a few views and a couple of comments? Yeah, me too. It makes you feel like there is something you are doing wrong, like your ideas are not worth enough, or that you are just not as talented as you thought you were, even though deep down you know that you have much more potential than what the internet makes you think. That's when you lock your phone and think about what you could have been. We have all heard stories of artists becoming successful overnight, and this feeling drags you into a spiral of self sabotage that feels almost impossible to get out of. You start to make less and less art, and eventually simply stop doing what you love because of the fear of not being talented enough. So, why are we scared to share our content? I think that for many artists, there is a common fear of being vulnerable. Many times, art is about translating your current emotions into a concise concept. Whether it is visual media or a song, you are sharing a piece of your mind. And in an era of social media, where anyone can share or comment on your page, the simple act of sharing your art can feel overwhelming. But why? Well, there is an infinite amount of content being uploaded by the second. And as we scroll mindlessly for hours, we can't help but compare ourselves with other users who seem to have the perfect life we have always wished we had. What if I don't get as many views? What if nobody likes my pictures? Or what if I'm just wasting my time and youth doing something that will never give me the financial freedom I'm looking for? These are common concerns among many artists. And if you have ever felt this way, just know that you're not the only one. But why is this dangerous? I consider that this is dangerous because the fear of rejection starts disconnecting you from the part of yourself that wanted to make art in the first place. It starts small. One day, you begin to tell yourself that you are just taking a break. You wait for the right ideas to come across your mind. Then, you wait for the perfect time to start that one project that means a lot to you. Then you even wait to have the perfect equipment and even wait to have the perfect version of yourself to show on camera. And finally, you just wait for this feeling of fear to vanish. But it never does. So you turn this feeling into a self destructive habit that eventually kills your creativity. And as an artist myself, I don't blame you. At the end of the day, this is a natural reaction that is meant to protect us. And it feels comfortable, not because it feels good, but because it feels safe. You know what to expect and how to feel about this situation. But the cost of fear is higher than the cost of rejection. If you never try, you will never get the feedback you need to explore your full potential as a human. Therefore, you also protect yourself from the growth that awaits you with every try. And that is where the torture of knowing your own potential begins. It is not about fame, recognition, or wealth. It is about standing on your own way every time you want to express yourself to the world. And the idea that you are capable of more. It feels like torture because this feeling shows up every night when you're scrolling on your phone. It shows up when you see someone doing what you wanted to do. It shows up when you have an idea and convince yourself that you are not good enough. But it hurts the most when you realize how much time has passed since the last time you created something truly honest and that you can't blame anyone else but yourself. So I want to let you know that creating something special begins with fear. The goal is not to feel ready, the goal is to stop waiting for the version of yourself that isn't scared. So, we see our favorite artists once they have achieved their goals, and we ignore their rough beginnings. We don't see their failures, the bad songs, the bad videos, or even the books they have never published. And we compare ourselves to them while ignoring the times they wanted to quit too. So, I want to encourage you to not let this fear of being disliked stop you from expressing yourself because it does not happen overnight. And you certainly don't need to show the world your entire soul. But you can't let this fear stop you from becoming good at something you love doing. And if you happen to stumble upon this video, I want you to take it as a sign to start doing something you are scared of. Take one honest step at a time. Post that picture, record that video, or share that song that you feel so proud of, and learn from every experience you encounter. But most importantly, remember to always do it with love, because the most important thing is the person you become while creating it. Peace out.